What's up guys, I want to share with you my new sprayer. I'm pretty freaking pumped up about this thing, so let me just show it to you right now. This right here is my new sprayer. It's a Graco GX-19 FinishPro. It can spray water-based, oil-based, and solvents, so it can do everything. Hopper fed, that's probably the first thing you'll notice about it. You pour the paint into this hopper, and the capacity of this is 1.5 gallons. And then there's a gauge right there for PSI. And then here's the prime spray lever. And underneath this hopper, the push prime is there. Then with the sprayer on this side, it has pressure adjustment to tell you where you have it at. And I think it goes up to 3,000 PSI. It does have the Pro Exchange pump replacement. It's up under here. I get a lot of questions about sprayers. I actually got a few over the weekend about what I think about the handhelds, and I'm kind of over the handhelds. I've kind of run my patience with those. This is my new rig. I'll let you know how it works out. This is brand new, and this isn't a sponsored video. I bought this with my own money. And we'll look down in here, down in the hopper. You can see a strainer down there. Strain any of the big debris, but you would want to strain it with the finer strainer. But this is an exciting time for me because I just want my finishes to be better. Like, they're good, but they're not as good as they could be. And I know that for a fact because I walk into some of these $2.5 million houses here in Dallas and like touch the trim, and it's absolutely silky smooth. And I know that's not all done through the sprayer. That's a lot to do with the operator, because you got to know what you're doing. So I'm not saying this is going to make me into a better finisher, but it will help. This sprayer is like, I guess what I would compare this to is like, okay, my Pro X17 is like a jackhammer, and this is like a chisel. This is for more fine finish work. That's why it can spray those solvents and those, combustible materials, because that's where you get more of your fine finish. Has a 25-foot hose. Typical Graco 50-foot hoses that come on their units hold 1 quart of paint just in the hose itself. So with the 25-foot hose, I guess that's gonna hold about 1/2 quart. I did open this up the other day, unboxed it. I measured out 1 quart of water, put it in the system, and sprayed a really good amount before it started starving for more water. If I need to spray one door, just dump 1 quart in there, spray the door. I don't usually do jobs like that. I'm just kind of throwing this out there for people who may have questions about it. This unit comes with pull this gun up here, comes with the 2-finger contractor gun, and then this one came with a fine finish low pressure tip. That's the green tip you see there. And it's a 210 tip. Really fine finish with a 4-inch fan when you spray. I'll dump some water in here and run the sprayer and show you how it atomizes the water, which obviously isn't, hard to do with water. But that way you can at least see how it runs and what it looks like, what it sounds like. I will be using this on jobs coming up in the future. So I'm really looking forward to stepping up my finish game and getting that silky smooth finish. And then you saw me take this off earlier, but this is the cover for the hopper, and they built in a little lip right here, so for the drain tube could still be in there, and this could protect your finish. That way it's not getting hot and filming over, getting that skin on top of it in hot weather like we have here in Texas. Earlier, I lit a freaking smoke bomb on fire with the magnifying glass. I'll play a clip of that right now. That's how hot it is here. I have the smoke bomb from the 4th of July left over, and then I'm gonna try to Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is take this hopper off. You can see that pump armor leaking out of there. I'm gonna keep going though. I don't care, I'm gonna take this off. The pump armor is Graco's, you know, protector that you leave in the system to keep things from corroding. So that's what you see leaking out there. But I wanted to take this off and set it to the side so I could show you kind of what I call the control panel of this sprayer. So there's where the hopper is fed. There's the push to prime. There's a better look at the gauge right there. And then this is where the hose connects. So everything is done through this manifold here. This is the drain tube. When it's done priming, it's going to spit out the product back into the hopper there. And on this particular sprayer, the lever down means it's ready to spray. That's prime right there. You push it down to spray. Overall, as far as how it looks really awesome. It looks like the most serious unit I've ever had. I've never had a unit with a gauge, so that's a big upgrade for me. So I'm gonna put some water in this hopper and I'll show you how this works. So this plastic part right here is basically just so you can grip that nut right there and tighten it up. So that's a good ergonomics there, so you don't have to use a wrench every time to get this thing sealed. And you can get this hand tightened to where it doesn't leak. So you tighten it up, just hand tight, and it's not gonna leak. So that's good to go now. Drain tube is in, and I'm gonna turn on my water hose and get some water going in here. And then we'll fill this up about, I don't know, like halfway. I guess it doesn't really matter. Now, the biggest difference with this thing is that, you know, with most sprayers, like I was saying, you're gonna take a tube like this called a suction tube, and you're gonna take that and like stick it into your gallon or 5 gallon or whatever you're spraying out of, and then it's gonna prime the system, and then the drain tube is gonna be stuck into the gallon of paint. So that's like a typical Graco units you see, suction system. That's how they're operating. With this, obviously, it's just gravity fed. As you use the material, it's just pulling it down through this hopper. So I'm not gonna put the lid on it. And we'll get this system primed. So you can see right there, now it's priming. It primes so quick because it's all done through that just manifold that's all compacted there. So it primes like instantaneous. I'm just gonna hold this down and we're gonna see how fast it runs through this water. So I'm not gonna speed this up or do any time lapse. I'm just gonna hold it down in real time. Here we go. Okay, I think you get the point. Basically what I'm trying to show you right here is that it didn't even use much of this material here. With that tip and this 25-foot hose, this thing is ideal for small jobs. This is all I need, is a unit like this that's capable of doing super fine finish, that's compact. I can just pick it up right here with this handle, take it into the job site. It's gonna fit nicely in the truck, and I think it has all the capabilities that I'm gonna need. Only time will tell, but that I will update you on, and you will see me using this on job sites. This is not a sponsored video. I bought this with my own money. They go from about $800 to $1,000 depending on where you get them. But I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check this out. And I'm just gonna dump this, what's left over. Now I can take this off. I can go clean this hopper separately away from this so it doesn't get, you know, paint splatter all over it. We'll put this like this and we'll show you the Pro Exchange. All right, now that we're underneath the unit, there's these two tabs right here. I can just pull those up, lift this door out, and then this is the pump right here. That's what's going up and down and making this whole airless thing possible. It's creating that pressure. I could take that off and it'll slide that pump out, and then I can just slide a new one in. if you're on a job site and your pump has gone out and you know how frustrating it is, especially if you're in the middle of something, this right here is like a game changer. And this isn't new, you know, this is old. It's not like I just found this out either, but it's nice that this pump has that, because again, it's just a more professional pump. And that's pretty much the rundown of this thing. All right, so there you have it. That's my new sprayer. That's a quick rundown. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to using this thing. Like I said, any tool, we all get excited about tools, but only time will really tell if this is going to be a good unit. And I get a lot of questions about airless sprayers, how to clean them, what's a good unit. I think this is a good unit, but I have to use it first before I can recommend it. If you want me to make a video on how to clean an airless sprayer, just leave it in the comments below. It's not that hard to do, but I'll definitely do it. Maybe I'll fill this up with some paint and try to spray like an extra door I have just to see what it looks like. But I just wanted to share that with you because I'm really freaking pumped up about this thing. I have been in pursuit of like a silky smooth fine finish, and I'm trying to figure that out right now. That's like my life's goal. I've talked to a lot of people. There doesn't seem to be like any YouTube videos about getting a silky smooth finish, or I can't find them at least. So just looking online, trying to figure this out, talking to painters as I come in contact with them. But yeah, I'm in pursuit of that right now. So anyways, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all on the next one. Take care.